If you just stay true to yourself and not worry about other people, not compare yourself to everybody else, your path is just going to keep unveiling itself like mine did. When I was 15 years old, I wrote my first song. When I found songwriting, I remember it really kind of healing me and all my super emo feelings, but I was super shy and I did not perform them ever. It was like my little secret or like my diary or something. What I would do is I would put little songs up on YouTube and no one watched them. So it's like I was not a YouTube sensation. When people ask me that, I'm like, no, I had like 0 views and I couldn't get anyone to watch my videos except my one friend. I was like imagining just being a songwriter and giving my songs to the girl who sings into a hairbrush when she's 12. So that's when I really felt like I should maybe be a songwriter. So I moved to LA very nostalgically on my 21st birthday with literally like a backpack, a guitar, and a big fat dream. And I go there and I just became a waitress like everybody else. I'm not writing any songs. I wrote songs, nobody heard my songs, like what do I do? And I'm like, I also like don't want to be a waitress, like what do I do? My friend said to me, take out a pen, get a piece of paper, we're gonna write a letter to the universe. And I'm so not into it. She's like, get a pen, you're writing to the universe. So I get a pen and she goes, write the 10, the year of our lives. And I was like, okay. And I write down, play 3 shows, meet Jason Mraz, get a record deal. And so I go to bed. The very next day, I have a Facebook message from a guy who says, hey, I'm a music manager. I just saw a video of you singing and like, you're amazing and can I meet you? And I was like, huh. And I go and I meet him and turns out he manages Jason Mraz and we start making demos for free because I have no money and nobody knows who I am. We only get together when he's free and when I'm free. So it takes us like 4 months to make a demo. And one of the songs we did was a song called Jar of Hearts. Collecting a jar of hearts, tearing love apart. And I made this demo just like for the first time ever really recording my own voice, the first time singing harmonies with myself. It was like super fun for me. And so I send it to this best friend and say, hey, like check out what I just did today. Like this is so crazy. Like maybe one day like people might hear this song, like, and then they'll perform it because I'm not the performer, like I'm just the songwriter. And so she doesn't listen to me at all. She immediately emails the song to the choreographer on the show So You Think You Can Dance, Stacey Tukey. So I get a call from Kelty, hey, your song's gonna be on So You Think You Can Dance on Friday. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what does that even mean? So I go to So You Think You Can Dance. I tell these managers like, hey, my song's gonna be on TV. They're like, what? Like, this is crazy. So they're like scrambling to make sure that if people Google my name, like it might actually go to the song. All along, I'm like dying inside because I'm like, I'm not supposed to be the artist. Like, it's not supposed to be me. I am way too afraid. Like, I'm afraid of performing. I just went with it because it was so fast. I tried to add up all the pieces that made this magic moment happen. And what happened next was I go, that was cool. And I just think we're gonna leave. And they hand me back my phone because they had taken it away. And I had 7,000 friend requests on Facebook. And I was like, that's strange. Like, what just happened? And then I get a phone call, you're number 36 on the chart. I'm like, what chart? All of a sudden, it's top 10. It's literally top 10 for an entire week. I quit my job. I literally never waitressed again. I signed a deal with Atlantic Records, and then boom, June 30th, 2010, 8 p.m., my entire life changed, and my career began, and I became a recording artist. And so my very first show was the CBS morning show, 30 million viewers, and I'm supposed to play Jar of Hearts for the very first time. I threw up before the show, I threw up after the show, and I was super, super proud of myself for getting through it because again, I had never performed before and like then I had found out like how many viewers were actually watching. What happened next was my second show I ever played was on So You Think You Can Dance. So they invited me back to perform on the show and tell the world the story of getting a record deal. And I look petrified. And then my third show was for Jay Leno and I did his show and I performed Jar of Hearts all within about 4 or 5 days. And I laugh because if you remember on my letter to the universe, it said play 3 shows. And so it just so happened that my very first 3 shows were on national television. All of a sudden, it wasn't really about me, and it was about this song that was really making people feel better. Like that really got me through the transition of not wanting to be the artist and then being the artist. And I all of a sudden felt like I had more of a purpose than I thought I did. From 2010 to 2019, I have had the best adventure of my entire life. Now in my career, I was able to take a little break because I was on tour forever. I did 18 tours in a row, which was super wonderful. But, you know, falling in love, getting married, and having a baby has been the most wonderful thing that's happened in the past 10 years. I'm promoting this lullaby album. Singing to my daughter is what I do every single day, naturally, no matter what. So making a whole album of all the songs that I actually do sing to her every day has been such a joy. Whatever the thing is that makes me feel like I can't do it is even more wonderful in the moments that I do it. It's okay that you're really nervous, and I truly, truly believe that music for me saved my life. Hey, I'm Christina Perri, and this is how I made it.